I know, I'm talking about inconsistency is a bad thing, but I am posting. Alright, so today's video is a spooky one because we're in October and we're in a scary season. Today's video, we're going to be going over the curious case of Sarah Saganitsa. Now, am I saying that right? I think so. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, I'm going to still tell the story anyway. All right, so and if it's like hard to hear me talk or if I'm talking weird, it's cause I just got the rubber bands for my braces and it's kind of hard to open my mouth. But we're still gonna get into the story, guys. I've been planning this out for a while. Let's get into the story. Sarah and the Skinwalker. In June of 1987, Sarah worked the night shift at a medical center. It was new for her because she usually worked the day shift, and her parents started becoming worried as she didn't come home. It was later and later and later until they filed a missing persons report. Later in the day, approximately, what was it? I don't know why I said that. It was like maybe a couple hours later, they started searching for her. They couldn't find anything until the morning came. In the morning, they found it. A horribly beaten, bruised body. It was almost unrecognizable, but they could tell it was Sarah. They knew right away. It was horrible, a disturbing sight. They found her body with multiple stab wounds in her abdomen, and her left breast had appeared to be bitten off. The worst of all, though, and the weirdest, is that a stick was broken over her neck, and a clump of grass from a nearby graveyard left by her car. Nobody knows what happened, but there were a couple suspects. Their prime suspect being George Abney, a former teacher at Arizona University, had been telling his friends about weird dreams he's been having about Sarah's death. He said they were prophecies from God. His defense attorneys weren't believing it, though. They believed that the clump of grass and the stick all led up to one thing: a skinwalker. Yes, it was big in the Navajo area that skinwalkers were apparently blamed for most murders, but they truly did believe it this time. But sadly, the judge did not, and he was sentenced to life. About a year later, Sarah's family asked if they could open the case back up because they truly believed George didn't kill their daughter. And I guess the case was just never solved. Nobody knows what happened till this day. One of two things happened, though, that we know of. Either George had killed Sarah and blamed it on a Navajo legend, or maybe it was the skinwalkers. Nobody truly knows till this day. But that's pretty much the end of the story. This was a bit shorter, but I am going to be telling more stories. It's just an intro to, the rest of the October season. So, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. I almost forgot. Listen to the podcast if you want to hear more stories in more detail. It's hosted by me and my friend Marcus, and we have other people joining us, like my other friend Davion. Go sub to his channel, it'll be in the link. And, that's about it. Cue the outro.